association with There Will Be Games. I'm one of your ever lovable hosts, Brad Harmer Barnes. I'm joined by my constant colleague,
Ian Harmer.
Hey! And we've got a supply drop come in, so we're going to be talking about some of the new Legion releases which we've had right here at E14 Towers. Up first is one that Ian's very excited about. We've got the Dewback expansion. Finally, for the Galactic Empire. Would you like to show the lovely people at home what this monster looks like?
Oh yes.
We just push fit.
We just push fit at the moment, so.
Okay, so a Dewback Rider is a creature trooper.
It says it can anyway.
Creature trooper units follow the same rules as trooper units with the following exceptions. Creature troopers do not improve their cover while they have one or more suppression tokens. Barricades do not provide cover to creature troopers. Creature troopers can obscure other minis, provide light cover when they do so. Creature troopers cannot climb or clamber. They can pivot and reverse. They cannot embark or disembark, so you can't load it into the back of the tank, I'm afraid.
So the Dewback can't clamber?
No, it can't climb up. Creature troopers cannot use for claim or sabotage repair abilities. So yeah, so no use for fixing up the moisture evaporators, I'm afraid.
Weird.
Yeah. Creature troopers cannot be displaced. Troopers and ground vehicles cannot move through creature troopers. A unit cannot end a compulsory move overlapping a creature trooper. Creature troopers displace troopers when moving through them and cannot move through troopers that cannot be displaced. When a creature trooper withdraws, it can perform free actions and use abilities. It must still spend all available actions and perform a speed 1 move. While withdrawing, creature trooper minis can displace non-creature, non-emplacement trooper minis with which they are engaged. So they can barge, if you're engaging them in close combat, they don't have to withdraw back. Yeah, they can force their way through. So, nice sculpt.
Yeah, it's brilliant. You got what looks like 2 torsos. Well. Yeah, we've got 2 torsos and a choice of weaponry.
Nice. Dewback Rider is 90 points and is a support unit with 1 miniature to the unit. It's got 6 health points and a morale value of 2. Its defence is red surge to blank with a speed of 1. It has armour 1 while defending, cancel up to 1 result. Relentless, after you perform a move action you may perform a free attack action. Reposition, either before or after you perform a standard move you may perform a pivot. Spur, while performing a move you may gain 1 suppression token to increase your maximum speed by 1. Unhindered, you ignore the effects of difficult terrain. It's got 1 innate weapon, which is razor claws and shock prod. Melee, 3 red, 3 white, surge to hit. Critical 2, suppressive.
Oh my word! That's bitey.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's 3 weapons, which are your options for upgrading the rider. So there's a T21 blaster rifle, which is similar to the heavy weapon the shore troopers have, which is range 1 to 3, 4 white, Dewback Rider only, critical 2, 10 points.
That's very nice.
There's an RT97C blaster rifle, range 1 to 4, red 3 white, Dewback Rider only, 15 points. So a long range, but those 3 whites aren't necessarily going to be in your favour.
Right, that is the long rifle that in the model, I suppose.
So you've got red's pretty good, but 3 whites.
Well, we know how that works.
No keywords.
Half a Z6, yes.
Yeah. Or you can give it the CR24 flame rifle, which is range 1, black white, Dewback Rider only, blast, ignores cover. Spray, add this weapon's dice to the attack pool 1 time for each mini in the defending unit to which line of sight is not blocked. So yeah, if you get it, it's a flamethrower. If you hit a 7-man squad with it, that's 7 black, 7 white.
That's
flame weapons in Legion are horrible.
I think there should be there something about you terrify the Dewback and he runs away. I don't know.
There's 3 old favourites included as well. Endurance, at the end of the activation phase you may remove 1 suppression token. Tenacity, while performing a melee attack if you are wounded or if 1 or more of your minis have been defeated, add 1 red attack die to your attack pool. And Comms Jammer, enemy units at range 1 cannot be issued orders unless they are issuing an order to themselves.
That really could be good.
Simple.
Actually, in that particular scenario.
Yeah. Simple but punchy, I think, which is what we want
to
do.
It's a beast, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
No, literally does hurt by the sound of it.
Yeah, I think that melee attack actually sounds pretty
Because
delicious.
it's something that you don't see in action in any of the films.
No,
You see them on patrol,
Yeah.
but you think, well, it's just a big lizard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they turn up in something, but
Yeah, but it doesn't look as lithe as the creature that Obi-Wan's riding.
oh, the Raptor would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but no, in no way does it look as fast, does
No.
it? Yeah, fantastic.
No, but not actually in all that much. They're in one episode of the Clone Wars, and apparently are in the background of Phantom Menace as well.
Yeah, they're in some film in '77.
Yeah, that one as well.
Yeah.
Republic AT-RT, so obviously the AT-RT for the Rebel Alliance turns up in the first ever corset a few years ago.
Looks very uncomfortable.
But they're reappropriating older tech, so it makes sense to have a nice AT-RT turn up for the Galactic Republic as well. So this is the Republic AT-RT. It is 65 points for one model, and it is a support unit keyworded ground vehicle. It's got 6 hit points with a damage threshold of 4, and its defense roll is white surge to block. It's got a speed of 2. It's got armour while defending, cancel all hit results. Climbing vehicle, you're treated as a trooper for the purposes of vertical movement. Expert climber, while clambering, do not roll defense dice or suffer wounds. And over the Rebel Alliance one, it's also got Scout 1.
Oh, that is different then, because the defence sounded the same.
It's got 2 innate weapons. It's got grappling claws, melee 3 red, impact 1.
Yeah, that sounds similar.
Obviously, the innate weapon on the Rebel Alliance is just the guy sat on the back with a blaster rifle.
He's just got a rifle slung, hasn't he? Yeah.
This one, innate, has Mersan RPC-2 rocket launcher.
Oh.
Range 1 to 3, black, white, white, critical 1, impact 1.
What's what range, you say?
Range 1 to 3.
That's...
It's not a bunker buster, but it will...
No, but it will suppress
still
them.
make a tank thing to us.
Yeah, and the Scout 1 thing is a bit of an unusual thing, isn't it?
In terms of upgrades, it's pretty much the same as the Rebel Alliance one. We've got the AT-RT rotary blaster, which is range 1 to 3, 5
everyone loves that.
AT-RT only, fixed front. We have the AT-RT laser cannon, range 2 to 4, red, black, black, AT-RT only, impact 3, fixed front. And the old favourite, the AT-RT flamethrower, range 1, 2 black, blast, ignore cover, fixed front, the defender must be in your front arc. Spray, add this weapon's dice to the attack pool 1 time for each minion defending unit to which line of sight is not blocked.
Have we ever seen that never work?
That's wonderful, isn't it?
Well, it's getting close enough is usually the tactical problem, isn't it?
We've got 2 Old Faithfuls as well. We've got the linked targeting array, emplacement trooper or vehicle only. You gain target 1 after you issued an order, gain 1 aim token. And comms jammer, enemy units at range 1 cannot be issued orders unless they issue an order to themselves. I think that's sufficiently different from the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah, I'm surprised about the Scout 1.
I was surprised about rocket launchers, a surprise for me.
Yeah, so why wouldn't the Empire take that up a few years down the road? You know?
Well, maybe they're broken, maybe they're knackered.
Maybe they just couldn't get the tech.
Old stuff, maybe they're one-shot rocket, I don't know.
Yeah, you thought fire and forget.
So they're having to essentially making technicals.
A couple of poses, haven't you, on it as well?
I think that's pretty cool.
Yes, they do look good actually. Yeah. Yeah, the 2 poses on the guys as well. Nice.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, we've got the STAP Riders, and preempting your next question, single trooper aerial platform.
It was a question.
Yeah, I thought it might be. So 73 points, they're a support unit, and there are 2 figures to a squad. Repulsor vehicle keyworded. 3 points of damage each, and they do not take critical damage, they just explode, same as the speeder bikes.
Right, yeah.
Defense is white surge to blank.
I think they've done something rather nice, that the posing of it, you've got different heights. You can have
excellent.
so that makes sense.
Speed 3. Agile 1, after you perform a standard move, gain a dodge token. AI, move. Unless you have a face-up order token, your first action must be a move if you are able to. So they are going to zoom out of the way if you're not careful.
Yeah. So we've got nothing. Is it like nothing to engage? They'll just keep on going. Yeah.
Coordinate droid trooper vehicle. After you issue an order, you may issue an order to a friendly droid trooper or vehicle at range 1, which is pretty standard for a lot of the CIS stuff. Cover 1, while defending, improve your cover by 1. Speeder 1, so it's a compulsory move as well.
Yeah, so you got different height bases as well.
Excellent.
So to make it, it's going to look really nice.
Yeah. Innate weapon is repeating dual blaster cannons, range 1 to 3, 3 black, critical 1, fixed front. So that's 6 black, crit 2, whatever at maximum strength. Upgrades is command control array, vehicle only. When you use coordinate, you can issue an order at range 1 to 2 instead of range 1. Oh, that's what the droid army needs, a buff to that.
Excellent. That's really good.
A couple of old faithfuls as well. We've got HQ uplink, tap during the issue order step of command phase, issue an order to yourself. So in addition to what's on your command card, you can kind of beam down, straight down from the ship. And also linked targeting array, emplacement trooper or vehicle only, you gain target 1. After you issued an order, gain 1 aim token.
Cool.
Speedy.
Yeah, and
So 6 black critical 2 is
commandable as well.
Either.
Yeah. So you've got 2 command arrays, so each one, yeah?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, we've got the Phase 2 Clone Troopers, which is a core unit for the Galactic Republic. They are 60 points for 4 models, which have 1 hit point each and a morale value of 2, and the keyword is Clone Trooper. The defence is red surge to blank, and they have a speed of 2. They have fire support. When another friendly unit performs a ranged attack, if you have a face-up order token, each minion in your unit may add an eligible weapon to the attack pool. If you do, flip your order token face down, limit 1 fire support per attack pool. So you are foregoing their activation in order to
draw fire from
to combine the fire.
Whatever's in range, but it does spend your whole action.
Yeah, it is your action. Yeah, you are effectively.
It might only be like a heavy weapon that can reach, sort of thing.
Yeah, but that could be handy as well. It also says reliable 1 at the start of the activation phase, gain a surge token, or if you're getting that 6 times again.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Innate attacks are unarmed, which is melee 1 black, and DC 15A blaster rifle, range 1 to 3 black, both of which are surge to blank. So upgrades, we have Phase 2 Clone Trooper, add 1 Phase 2 Clone Trooper mini, obviously no surprise there. Z6 Phase 2 Trooper, range 1 to 3, 6 white. And the Phase 2 Mortar Trooper, range 2 to 4, 2 black, Phase 2 Clone Troopers only. Add 1 Phase 2 Mortar Trooper mini. Critical 1, while converting offensive surges, change up to 1 surge to a critical hit result. Suppressive, after you perform an attack, the defender gains 1 suppression token, and cumbersome. And again, a few old favourites turning up in terms of the upgrades, which is grappling hooks, you gain expert climber, while clambering do not roll defence dice or suffer wounds. Impact grenades, range 1, 1 black, impact 1. And Overwatch, you gain Sentinel, your standby range is 1 to 3. So I was, I think, expecting more out of these guys.
Did you think they were going to be more sort
I thought they'd be
accurate
more
or polished, or
or just more variety?
No, it seems
the
that
Z6 again.
Sounds like more techs arrived for them though.
Yeah, the Mortars are switch. I just thought another Z6 when the Phase 1 troopers, because for snow troopers, their heavy weapons are both completely different to the stormtroopers, and the short to these guys to have a Z6 when the standard clone troopers have a Z6 just seems a bit lazy to me.
You think that they should have dropped that and gone for something a bit more punchy, something that
even just something different, something interesting,
sort of
necessarily have to be better than the Z6.
Yeah. I like the fact that the commander can have his helmet off as well.
Yeah,
I think that's
the
cool.
amount of customisation on the sculpts is incredible.
Yeah, they're not going to be just another trooper. They're all in different pose, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's something I noticed across this whole wave was even with the ATRT, with the Dewback Riders, the options So that if you do end up buying 2 or 3 of these units, they're not
all looking the same
standing
pose.
in the same position.
Yeah, no,
really,
I suppose
it's not
that
something that overtly bothers me, but I know some gamers get really bothered by.
But it's a learning curve
two
for them,
blokes.
I suppose, at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this is a result of it heading over to Atomic Mouse. Obviously, I'm more experienced with miniature production than fantasy flight work.
Yeah, but I do like the tweaks they've done.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite out before we've seen today?
I think we're just waiting on Dewback so much. I need to see that in action.
So the STAPs are ones that intrigue me most.
Yeah, they always look funny in the films, don't they? Yeah. It might be interesting. They might just fly away. There's
Yeah,
only trouble.
you have that AI
Yeah.
ability. It was interesting that came with that HQ uplink, so you try and keep them in the loop, because you don't want to line them up for a shot and then they've got AI move and just zoom out of the way.
Yeah.
So
No, I think for me, I want to see the Dewback working.
Yeah,
So,
okay. I think so. Dewback and the STAPs are the favourite, but that's obviously not to knock the.
No, not at all.
ATRT I was surprised how different the ATRT
Yeah,
was.
they had tweaked that, and so the missile launching was an interesting
And I think
move.
that's what struck me about Phase 2 is they've made a real effort to make the ATRT different, and these, to me, are that different from a Phase 1 Clone Troopers. Is it purely cosmetic? It's got different armour.
Change poses. And
Yeah.
yeah.
They've got a mortar, I know, but I don't know, I expected a bigger difference.
A bit more
I
of a
think.
tweak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, compare the difference between the Rebel Troopers and the
We'd
Fleet.
have to check out the points value differences.
Consider the difference between the Rebel Troopers and the Fleet Troopers, because that's the same difference.
Yeah.
That's a significant change, and these just feel like I know they're clones. I know you can't get away from them being clones, but I know just a little more evolution would have been nice for these guys, I think. Cool. But no, another great set of releases for Star Wars Legion.
Quite exciting.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed seeing what's included in the kits as much as we did. So this has been Fire When Ready, Adventures in Star Wars at Tabletop Gaming, your favourite DIY comedy punk tabletop Star Wars themed show for emotionally14.com. What's Emotionally 14? It's a website containing Star Wars, tabletop gaming, mortars, dewbacks, all the things you love can be found at emotionally14.com, and you can follow them on all social media channels at emotionally14. And a special thank you to our friends at therewillbe.games, helping promote this show. You can find them at therewillbe.games, and they are on all social media channels at therewillbe.games. If you want to follow the show itself, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok at FireWhenReadyUK. I know we're on TikTok. I haven't done anything yet. I'll have to get the user manual out, because if nothing else, I've discovered I'm far too old a man.
I just need to see you do the Star Wars dance.
Yeah, I'll do some. I'll do some shit. If you want to follow me, I'm available on all social media channels at RealBradHB. Ian, where can people find you?
I'm just on Instagram on as Great Old One.
Until we can get him dancing to K-pop songs.
Yes.
Okay, guys, thanks so much, and we'll be back soon with some more gameplay videos. See you soon.
Bye.